7.6 is adding and subtracting polynomials, which is a giant exercise in combining like terms. So, first example, those are like terms. Remember, like terms have the same letter to the same exponent. So there are really 17 m cubes, and the 6m squared just gets carried along. There, you combine like terms, that's done. In the next one, we've got x squared stuff, and we've got number stuff. When you combine the x squared things, 3x squareds minus 7x squareds is negative 4x squareds. And 5 and 12 is 17. Next problem, we've got some y to the 5th stuff, and that single x to the 5th. So we've got to take these three y to the 5th terms and combine them. So 0.9 of them, take away 0.4 of them, is 0.5, plus one more on the end is 1.5 y to the 5ths. And the 0.5 x to the 5th doesn't have anything to combine with, so he just carries on. Here we have all like terms, actually. They are all x squared y, x squared y, x squared y. So I have two of them, and then I take away one, and then I take away another one. So if I start with two of something and I lose both of them, I got nothing left. That is 0. Adding. So these are adding polynomials. When there's an addition, so when you're given two polynomials, so two expressions in parentheses with a plus sign in between them, the plus sign is entirely pointless in between. The parentheses are entirely pointless. They do nothing except for cause us annoyance. We can honestly ignore them entirely. This is just more of the same. So here's some x squared things that need combining. Here are some x things that need combining. And then there's that negative 1. So in terms of the x squared things, I've got 2 and 1 more is 3 of them. In terms of x things, I have negative 1 and 3. Negative 1 and 3 is positive 2 of them. Let me actually write a proper plus sign here. Plus 2x. And the minus 1 carries along. For this next guy, here's an AB term, here's an AB term. B is its own thing, A is its own thing. I have negative 2 ABs, then I have positive 2 ABs. That cancels out, leaving me with B and A. That's it. For this next one, we have b to the 5th terms, there, and there. And we have b terms, there, and there. And I really should make sure that negative sign is hooked up to that. So the b to the 5th terms, we've got 4 of them, and 3 more of them makes 7. Take away 7 of them, hey, they're gone. All those b to the 5th terms cancel out. The b terms, I have 8 of them, and 6 more makes 14, and 1 more makes 15. Okay, here's another addition example. So that's very much the same thing where we're going to say, okay, here's some y squared stuff, here's some y squared stuff. And we also have a number, and that 6y is just there. So combining the things that are the same, 20.2 y squareds with 1.7 y squareds. 20.2 plus 1.7 is 21.9 y squareds. The 6y has nothing to combine with, so he just comes along. And 5 minus 8, put those together to get negative 3. Now we got to pay attention, because we're subtracting. So what does subtracting do? Well, to the first set of parentheses, it does nothing. To the second set, it just changes the sign of everything. So 4x squared in its parentheses is positive, but because of the negative sign in front, it's actually negative. Now we just look at our like terms and combine. 2x squared minus 4x squared is negative 2x squared, and the plus 6 carries. So these problems we do need to rewrite. So a to the fourth minus 2a doesn't change. The 3a to the fourth becomes negative. The 3a becomes positive. The 1 becomes negative. It forces us to change the signs. So there's some a to the fourth stuff. On down here, there is some a stuff, and the 1 is just there. So a to the fourth things. There's 1 in the beginning, and then take away 3. 1 take away 3 is negative 2 a to the fourths. In terms of the a's, I've got negative 2, then I add 3. That's positive 1a. You may write the 1, you don't have to. And the minus 1 on the end just carries. So 3x squared minus 2x plus 8. First set of parentheses doesn't change. Second set, the x squared becomes negative. The 4 becomes positive. So I've got x squared things. I've got number things. And there's that negative 2x that's by itself. 3x squared minus x squared is 2x squared. The minus 2x just gets to come along. Positive 8 and positive 4 combined are positive 12. And one last thing here. First set of parentheses doesn't change. Second set, so the z cubed becomes negative. The 5 becomes positive. They change signs. So I've got some z cubed things. And that's it as far as stuff that combines. So 11 minus 1 is 10z cubed. The minus 2z comes along. The plus 5 comes along.